Hello, magical people. How's everybody doing out there? My name is Meg Moonbeam, and welcome back to the Daily Astro Show here on the Meg Moonbeam and Beyond Mystic YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. Going to be sharing with you guys our Western astrology horoscope for Wednesday, June 4th, going into Thursday, June 5th, Gregorian year 2025. I still can't believe we're in 2025. Time feels absolutely crazy. Hello, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining me. And we've got some nice astrology going on the next couple days. So I'm very happy to report that to you guys. Before we get into it, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Meg Moonbeam and Beyond Mystic channels. And if you'd like to have a personal astrology reading with me, those are available at consultations.beyondmystic.net. The link is in the description box below. And also check out the Father's Day giveaway sale from Carla at ascensionorgonites.com. This is going to be valid until June 15th, and the winners will be announced on June 17th. You can use code Father's Day, all in one word, to get 25% off. Oh my God, my window in my office just like opened by itself. Is the door going to slam? I'm so sorry, you guys. The door just slammed. Jiminy Christmas. I'm going to go close the window. I've been having a little bit of paranormal phenomena going on. You'll know if you watch my videos the past couple days. Just one sec. I'm going to close my window and be right back. Oh my goodness. I forget what show it was yesterday. It might have been the Navigating the Woo I did with Janine on the Beyond Mystic Rumble. Yeah, Digivine says Meg is practicing her telekinesis. The light behind me like turned off and on and off and on its own. I've been seeing people out of the corners of my eyes. Yeah, Sister Nobody, you saw that. Meg, your lamp was flashing yesterday too. Yikes. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm not freaked out. I have fairies around me and all kinds of guides and stuff. So it's all good. Anyways, how is everybody feeling? We have got Venus sextile Jupiter exact today, June 4th, one of the most positive aspects in astrology. We've also got on Thursday exact Mercury in sextile to Mars, Mercury in square to the nodes, and in the middle of the night, technically on Friday, June 6th, but it's the middle of the night on June 8th, Venus ingressing into Taurus. Yay! So we're going to be talking about all that stuff. Jenny, hi Jenny, says, I have been feeling the presence of others a lot lately. Interesting. Stain says, that's the Belgian electric network, Meg. No worries. Yeah, well, all the other lights were working just fine. So don't know about that. So yeah, astrologically, we're getting to the midpoint of Gemini season. The sun is 14 degrees of Gemini today on Wednesday, as I'm filming this video. 15 degree Gemini sun tomorrow on Thursday. We've got the moon in Libra Wednesday and going into Thursday as well. So, it's the sun in an air sign, the moon in an air sign. Good time for us to be doing air related things. Okay. Communication, learning, socialization, mental stimulation. So we can be feeling inspired. We can be having a lot of interesting ideas coming up. We've got exact Venus sextile Jupiter today. Now, this is really, really interesting because it's a Venus at 29 degrees of Aries in sextile to Jupiter at 29 degrees of Gemini. It's kind of trippy because Jupiter currently at detriment in Gemini, Venus at detriment in Aries. They're in a sextile, which is one of the most positive aspects in astrology, if not the most positive. And at 29 degrees, the anaretic degree, which is a challenging degree. So this is actually a day where there's blessings and breakthroughs today going into tomorrow, but in particular, it's exact on Wednesday. Blessings and breakthroughs that can come through from challenges that may be coming up. Okay, 29 degrees, it is a challenging degree. Jupiter and Venus both being at detriment right at the last degree. It is challenging, but they're in a sextile. Okay. Yeah, Jenny says, LOL, sometimes two negatives make a positive. Sometimes we need challenges to come up to make a shift that needs to happen. Or sometimes, things need to feel really uncomfortable for us to make a positive shift. And this is what it feels like to me. Sextiles in astrology are aspects of opportunities. Okay, so today and going into tomorrow, there's opportunities for shifting out of things that are making us uncomfortable. That Venus is very uncomfortable at the end of Aries. She's like, get me the fuck out of here. Okay, she's about to be going into her home sign of Taurus, where she way more prefers and loves to be. So Wednesday and Thursday, it's interesting. There's a tension, but there's also positive opportunity at the same time. Let me know if that's resonating with any of you guys, if you guys are picking up on that as well. We're in the last few days of Jupiter in Gemini. On Monday, June 9th, Jupiter is going to ingress into Cancer. So Jupiter is also like, get me the F out of Gemini. Okay. And Uranus, oh my God, he's at 28 degrees of Taurus. He's going to be entering 29 degrees soon. He's also at the end. All these guys, they're all like Jupiter, Venus, Uranus, they're all like, get me the heck out of these detriment and fall positions. They're all at detriment and fall positions. So through the uncomfort that is coming up, there's opportunities for positive change and breakthroughs. And with the moon is very important to pay attention to in Libra. Okay, a lot of this can be centered around our commitments, our committed relationships, right? Other people, ding, did you guys hear that ding, ding? Other people in our lives as well. So the Jupiter Venus, it's lucky ducky aspect. Okay, but the luckiness comes from facing the uncomforts and the challenges that may be showing up for you and working through them. And this is not a comfortable moment. Okay, this is not a comfortable moment, even though things are moving in a positive direction. Things can feel really uncomfortable from now going until July 7th, with that Uranus in particular at the end of Taurus in these last critical degrees. This is like, in my personal astrological opinion, the most unstable thing in astrology, Uranus and Taurus. So things are feeling unstable. Things are feeling weird, right? But it's inspiring us to grow. DigiBean says, comfort is overrated. Yeah, well, I think comfort is important. I think, being overly comfortable, which is Taurus in astrology, comfort is Taurus, is not a good thing, right? So we need to be mindful of, where are we too comfortable? Where are we so comfortable that it might be holding us back into being open to positive change and breakthroughs, right? Sister Nobody says, what is anoretic Uranus and Taurus going to be like? It's going to feel really unstable. And actually, I can't remember at the top of my head. Let me look up on my astrology program. When is it exactly? Just bear with me, you guys, here. The day Uranus enters, 29 degrees anoretic degree. That's going to be on June. Is it the 16th or so? I like to be precise. I'm now looking at the hour. Let me see here. That will be precisely on June 16th at around 10 p.m. So from June 16th to July 7th, Uranus 29 degrees of Taurus. Very unstable, very unpredictable, very uncomfortable. But I know for me personally, I was born with my South Node in the second house of Taurus in the sign of Gemini, and I've got my North Node in the eighth house of Scorpio in the sign of Sagittarius. So shout out to all my fellow Taurus placements, South Node in Taurus, North Node in Scorpios. So I know very well that journey of letting go of the over comfort Taurus. And the opposite of Taurus is Scorpio, which is change and transformation and facing the real deal truths of what's going on. So, this is also times where it's very supportive for us to be facing the real deal truths of what is going on and not, uh, poo pooing them aside. This is, guys, with this summer, all of the outer planets going into their air and fire signs, this is an amazing time of transformation. I'm getting chills as I say that. Huge time of transformation, ascension symptoms, very, very powerful. So, yeah, we've got that Venus sextile Jupiter today, which is lucky ducky, but Venus and Jupiter, they're in places they don't like to be. They're at challenging degree. Okay, Thursday, they'll be at that anoretic degree. And Thursday, we're going to have Mercury sextile Mars at 23 degrees, which is an Aquarius degree. Mercury, where he likes to be in Gemini, Mars, where he likes to be in Leo. Okay. With at the same time, Mercury in square to the nodes. So a lot around information, communication, important conversations, important information and conversations in the collective as well. So this Gemini season, we're in the last few days of Jupiter in Gemini with the Sun and Mercury in Gemini. This is a very powerful time for conversations, learning, signing documents, doing paperwork, spending time with friends, siblings, neighbors, all that Gemini stuff. Very, very powerful at this time. And then, as I said, middle of the night on June 5th, technically it's June 6th at 12:42 a.m. Eastern. Yay, Venus enters one of her two home signs of Taurus. I don't know why. The past couple of days I've been singing lately as I've been looking at the astrological transit. So some funny going on there. But well, funny because Taurus does rule singing and music and the beauties and the arts of life. So this is a supportive influence for us. Venus ingressing into Taurus, 12:42 a.m., middle of the night on Thursday, technically Friday though. And Venus rules Taurus and Libra. So if you are Libra or Taurus rising, or even sun or moon, Venus is one of your ruling planets. So Taurus risings, Libra risings, very positive for us. I happen to be a Taurus rising. That Venus is entering her home sign. We can be feeling really good. We can be looking good. Okay, it's very interesting. What I've noticed is when you've got your planetary ruler in a home sign or exalted, we tend to look like really good. I don't know. Pay attention to that, you guys. It's very interesting. Also, excuse me, Venus rules women. Okay, so very good for women when we've got Venus, one of the rulers of the divine feminine, at home in Taurus. This is also good for finances, luxury items, making purchases, our committed relationships, pleasure, enjoyment, beauty. So, we've been going through a lot of transits of planets in places they don't like to be. Jupiter at detriment in Gemini, Uranus at fallen Taurus, Saturn is at fallen Aries, right? So we're moving into, yay, Venus at home in Taurus. This is a very positive influence. And interesting aspects that we're going to be having during this Venus in Taurus transit. We are going to have a Venus square Pluto exact on June 9th, the day that Jupiter ingresses into Cancer. So that Venus in square to Pluto, that can be a little bit intense, having to do with the financial side of life and our relationships. But as we go through that Venus in Taurus transits, we're going to have a beautiful, on the full moon in Sagittarius, June 11th, sextile between Mercury and Venus. That's very, very positive. Beautiful aspects as we go into Cancer season as well. I'm just referring to my calendar here. Don't mind me, you guys. We're going to be having, let's see, Venus conjunct Uranus. That's going to be very interesting. as well. So Venus in Taurus, very, very supportive for all of us, not just women. So I'm liking the astrology today going into tomorrow. We got lucky ducky aspect, Venus sextile Jupiter. But again, it's not a normal Venus sextile Jupiter because they're in signs they don't like to be in at the last anaretic degree. So through challenge and uncomfort, there's great breakthroughs, luck, abundance, change that can occur. Let's pull some cards for Wednesday and Thursday. Cindy says, "Bam, chicka, wow, wow." Yeah. Universe, what is our divine guidance for today going into tomorrow with our current astrological transits? I also think we could have possibly some really big news around health with Mercury in square to the nodes in the health axis. That'll be exact on Thursday. So, oh, we've got somebody popping out here. Ooh, and as I said that, interesting. Yeah. Important information coming through. 8 of Wands. So today and tomorrow, I'm hearing Spirit say lots of fast information going through. We've already been having that. Oh my God. Yes, Sister Nobody. Venus and Taurus, it's a great time to get pictures taken, professional pictures, haircuts, beauty appointments, for sure. Very good point. So we've got the 8 of Wands. Interesting, interesting. We've got, ooh, Page of Swords. He also has a lot to do with information, thinking. Take time to think before you act. Take time to think before you act. And this is so weird. Past few days, I've been getting a lot of the Hanged Man reversed, right? Failure to give oneself, lack of sacrifice, indecision, frustrated action. I'm hearing Spirit say we don't have the full, clear, picture yet. Yes, there are a lot of truths coming out and being revealed, and there's a lot of positivity happening for the freedom community, the truther community. Sorry, you guys, sometimes the pictures are a little bit wonky there. But at the same time, we don't have the whole picture, and I feel like that's frustrating. It's frustrating for a lot of us. We're wanting the whole truth and nothing but the truth, but we need to be patient. And also a theme I've been noticing the past week is some people close to me like really triggered when they don't understand some things that are going on if they're not fully like into the woo as a wooster. So this hangman keeps coming forward upright. He says, look at the world from a different perspective. We're already in the different perspective and we're waiting for it all to be revealed. And it can be a little bit frustrating, but it is happening. It's definitely happening. So let's pull a bonus card as well. Not bad cards. Change, information, movement, patience. Sorry, you guys. I have to have a sip of water. Something funny happening with my throat. Woo. Oh my God. Yvonne says, looking forward to the new show with Meg and Sunny. Yes, I'm so excited. We are going to be, Sunny and I are going to be live for our first Beyond Crystals show. That's going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern on the Beyond Mystic channels. Yay, yay, yay. We're so excited. It's going to be so much fun. And this month, in the first month of Beyond Crystals, we're going to talk about the crystals for each of the astrology signs. And today's first show is going to be about crystals for the fire signs. So check that out. Really, really excited for that. Okay. Bonus tarot card. Let's see what we got over here. What's our bonus message? I always like to pull a bonus card from the universe for today. This is another one that keeps coming up lately. It's interesting because in my mind's eyes, I was pulling, I was seeing the Tower card. I thought for a second I might get the Tower. We got the World. Wow. The World is like success, positivity, everything is as it should be, you're on the right track, rewards. The keywords are accomplishment, success, completion, synthesis, perfection, recognition, mastery. Everything you have worked for is coming together. We're on the right track. We are on the right track. And there's positive energy. And I'm hearing universe say, we are doing such a good job navigating these times, navigating these transits. So you guys should be very, very proud of yourselves out there. Okay, and before I finish up today's daily astro, yeah, the world again, crazy. Sunny and I over at the Scorpling shop, we're very excited to share this new astrological crystal kits. The link is below in the description box to the scorplingshop.com. This is a new thing we've been working on behind the scenes. So we've got intuitively made kits by Sunny and myself for each of the 12 signs to awaken the magic of your sign with crystal healing. So we're going to, through our Beyond Crystals series, talk about all the different crystals that we recommend for the signs, crystals that are also not just in our kits. We're going to be sharing a lot of the crystal wisdom. MJ says, yes, the crystal show will rock. That's very funny. Jemmy rocks. Oh, love it, Jill. You've got the magnet from the conference on your refrigerator. That's awesome. I have it there too. So yeah, astrological crystal kits. And we currently, for a limited time, have discount code Astro Crystal. You can use in one word to get 10% off. You're welcome to get your sun, moon, rising sign, whichever one is calling out to you. And they make great gifts as well for loved ones. So yeah, come join us for Beyond Crystals. That'll be at 4 p.m. Eastern today on the Beyond Mystic channels. And right after that, Jens is going to be live for Expanding Consciousness. And JC and Janine will be live for Beyond the News on the Insider Access Pass. Yay! Love you all so much. Sending lots of cosmic love your way. And see you later for the first Beyond Crystal show. Bye, everybody.